why I still have this game. Well, that's the
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard.
And they get the first bucket. And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
And that one's good, Barnes.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On defense, Golden State.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
I don't know, Curry. Come on, Curry.
Curry passes to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
I'm the best.
Shumpert against Curry. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Goes back up. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And even 3-on-3 break. Bogut kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Nice move. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Slam dunk. There you go. LeBron James.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
Your name is James.
Curry kicks to Barnes.
Nope.
Again, Golden State.
4 straight makes out of the game. That's a sweet start.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Shumpert dishes to Love. Great tee that time from Green.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No, Black, I don't make it.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Bogut with a clean look. Almost, but it rolls out.
Stop
Cleveland
it.
with the ball. Trailing by 5.
Look, you want to see what Bill's trying to do? Bill's trying to take the ball from
16 feet
from
away.
me so he could do that.
It's rebounded by Golden State.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league.
No!
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end, to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's James, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, LeBron James is long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert.
Well,
Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly, one of the all-time greats.
I don't know.
Here is Livingston, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. On the wing, Iguodala. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Cool.
Smith kicks to long. Props in the layup for two.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
I think that's good that I've been playing. Get it?
Here is Livingston. Passes to Thompson. Dishes it to Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up, because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thanks again, Doris. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Now here's Iguodala. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Don't fight. Come on.
Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
2 free throws.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Smith for 3.
Okay,
and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith.
What?
The Warriors leading. Livingston kicks to Spates. Feeds it to Barbosa.
Oh, no. Come on. Do it.
The dish to Livingston. Pass to Spates. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Look, this is what I do.
Barbosa kicks to Livingston. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Off target from the wing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
That was good. That was a good shot, actually. That's actually a good shot.
Here is Livingston. Pass to Spates. 1 second left.
People can make it. That's what I mean by that. They're not even close.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a...
No, 1 quarter already? Why does games go so fast? Tell me that.
James, as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can and live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Harrison Barnes. Curry is out there. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's Williams, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable.
I don't even know what
gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up.
Yeah, I don't know, like this is Fortnite. If you see everything that I got, yeah, that's like pretty much like all the games that I actually play.
I mean, they're making amends for that slow start.
I'm playing this game, NBA.
The rhythm right now.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Come on, y'all. Y'all got this. Y'all the winners. Y'all the winners. Hunter team the winner now. The winners. The winners.
Have to fight their way out of it.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Curry. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
You can't dunk, boy. You can't dunk.
3 on 3. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 5. You mentioned GA the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 games last year.
Yeah, Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Okay, I'm going to make a three-pointer now. Because this is just getting too crazy with three-pointers.
And really build that lead up.
The offensive rebound. Out to Shumpert from outside the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
See that?
And it's 7 points
now that
for
was cool.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on
and
the
you can't say nothing about that.
Inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold.
What is he, a rainbow?
You got to get that thing inside, mix it up a little bit. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Smith for 3. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Well, you ain't no Warriors.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry, wide open. Love grabs the board. Love's got his third rebound tonight. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Smith kicks to Mozgov. Jacks up a 3. On the rebound. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Spades checked in for him for Bogut. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And James sent in for Shumpert.
I was trying to pass it.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Now here's Curry after LeBron James's miss. Kicks to Green. There's the three, and the shot is good. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here's Love for three. No good. And Golden State will come the other way.
Look, I can't make my three.
Outside Curry.
This is what I mean. I can't make no three.
He feeds it to Green.
Stop! Get back in the ring!
A minute 50 left in the first
You
half.
didn't see me
They've
go
been the better
flying.
rebounding team by a healthy
Okay,
margin,
you
but it
didn't see me
hasn't
go
been
flying.
enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. Nothing
Like
fancy
flying.
there.
I'm serious.
Nope, his only concern
Flying.
right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that.
But that guy's like that
one-handed
cool
flush.
for my I love when it goes out. Except when they get
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the
like that's how they do it. They just run and then they just jump and they make it.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Now here's space. Back to Iguodala. 13 feet away. Rebound by Dellavedova. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he
Look,
can just
give
develop
these guys some good
his
luck.
shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a
No.
very, very valuable player.
See? I'm not getting good luck. I'm bad luck. I'm bad
Rubs
luck.
it
I'm
in.
bad luck.
It looks like a little deeper
Look,
with the
bucket,
hanging
bucket.
finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one is hammered home.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Too bad.
Gets it up.
Too bad.
And that concludes the first half.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Halftime show? Oh, no. So...
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Ken.
Yeah, I really don't want to see that just saying.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Second quarter was very positive for them. They clearly upped the intensity and upped their lead, finishing the half with an 11-point advantage. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build.
Yeah, I'm
and the
gonna
lead
start moving
did
the
too.
ball. Let me start moving the ball.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway.
You go
See you
quicker
after the
when
game.
you run. You go quicker when you move the ball. Know that. Halftime show. Over.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
Take a look at what Green's done. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving in at the guard position. Mozgov dishes to LeBron. Mozgov passes to LeBron. Mozgov kicks to James. It's Thompson off the drive. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Oh my God.
Thompson's got 7 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that